Hi there guys, welcome to Dino's Vault. Welcome to yet another scooter review. This is the Aerox 155 version S that's been launched with a new color scheme. This is for 2025 model, and the Aerox 155 ever since its inception took a little bit of time to do a bit of catching up with the audience because they didn't understand the segment, they didn't understand the character of the scooter. But then once they did, it's been an absolute runaway success, and this is the successor to that runaway success. This is the version S. Means what do you get with this version S? We're going to find out today, and also whether they've improved the overall form factor or the added a few updates to make it a little more attractive and a more compelling proposition in its segment. We're going to find out. So without further ado, let's have a look at the Aerox 155s. The Aerox 155, as I told you, is a maxi scooter based on the R15 version 3.2 or version 4.2, because more or less it's the same 155cc liquid cooled fuel injected engine, and it looks absolutely stunning. This is the new color introduced for the year 2025. It has a very good form factor, very premium look and feel to it. I think the price is around 1,53,000 ex showroom for this new variant. This is the version S variant. Okay, so what's so special about the version S? It all comes down to this key fob right here. So it's a keyless ignition and a lot of keyless functions that have been incorporated into it. We're going to find out one by one. First of all, keyless ignition. So you will find that there is no ignition slot here. Now mind you, you do get a couple of keys as well with this scooter, just in case you wanted to use it the other way around without the key fob. But as it is, it comes with the keyless mechanism, which once you get used to it makes things a lot more hassle free. Because say for instance you want to lock the scooter, just turn it around, okay, just put this into place and it is locked. Okay, and now you want to unlock the scooter, just press and now it's unlocked. Okay, that's how simple it is. Then all this with the key fob in your pocket, and then just turn on the ignition and voila, the scooter comes alive. The only gripe I have is the ignition, the speedo console is not at all well lit up. I mean, I wish they had given it a plain Jane white backlit LCD display, because look at this, already it's not too sunny, but still there's hardly any visibility. So there's hardly any visibility of the font or the TCS or the fuel gauge and everything. Yes, it's comprehensive. You have clock, you have traction control system, you have rev counter, you have fuel gauge, you have speedo console, you have trip meter and all those things, but still it's not very legible. So okay, now point number 2, how do you open the fuel lid? So to open the fuel lid, just bring this open thing over here. Okay, now it's set to open. Now we have two dedicated buttons, fuel and seat. You can either open the fuel lid as like so, and you can also open the seat just like that. You have massive amount of storage space. I think close to 24 liters of storage space, where you can actually store a full-size helmet here. And yeah, this has that wireless key fob kind of a thing happening here. That's a state-of-the-art tech for a scooter in this price point. 155cc is the cubic capacity of this engine. Then the Yamaha logo sits proudly here. Now such a state-of-the-art scooter, and still, and with LED lighting and LED turn blinkers. Let me just turn it on so that the lights come alive. It looks really, really good. Okay. Yeah. See, look at the tail lamp encapsulated. One of the most beautiful looking scooters in our market, hands down. And looks wise, nothing even comes close to matching the premium looks that the Aerox has on offer. If only they could have swapped this and given LED turn blinkers as standard. Again, This is another engineering feat. You can see that the side mounted radiator. Okay, looking at the threefold advantage of a side mounted radiator. First of all, it's there to aid in mass centralization such that the weight distribution is spot on, and as a result the agility, the maneuverability and flickability improves of the vehicle. Then secondly is the airflow into the engine compartment. So because of side mounting, there is more or better channeling of air through the radiator, so that the cooling efficiency is optimized further. Third is the factor about visual aesthetics and aerodynamic efficiency. With the side mounted radiator, the visual aesthetics can be better sorted, meticulously crafted bodywork can be used to further enhance aerodynamic efficiency, and that's the case with the Aerox. So you can see sharpshooter kind of a design. The panels are sharpened like an arrow, allowing it to cut through air much more efficiently, like a sharpened arrow. That is the aerodynamics and reduced drag. And then LED lighting with LED, DRLs, as you can see here. One of the most premium looking scooters with top notch build quality and fit and finish. Turn blinkers are still not LED. I hope it is LED soon, and a little bit of carbon fiber finish adds on to the premium feel. I've spoken about the equipment, the telescopic forks, the disc brake, 230mm disc brake, single channel ABS, twin shock absorbers at the back, massive 140 section rear tire to offer superb road grip, and 14-inch wheels front and rear, 110 section front tire, and this is no slouch. I mean, it's really fast, just like its motorcycle counterpart. And then of course the key fob functions. I think I've already explained the key fob functions. Version S branding right over there, and variable valve actuation. So what is variable valve actuation? You basically have two intake valve cams, one for the lower RPM and one for the higher RPM. So it switches between one another. They switch between one another at 6000 RPM to ensure consistent delivery of power and torque throughout the rev band. So at will, you have at the ring of the throttle, you have access to adequate amount of power and torque to enjoy every ride out there and perform those quick overtakes while on the go. So this is the advantage of having a variable valve actuation, which is almost the technology that we've seen in cars, and also we've seen in most of the sports motorcycles now, and it's there in this scooter. Then comes the utility factor. Now the step board is well designed. You have decent amount of leg room for taller riders as well, because the front channel, this part is slightly scooped out to accommodate more knee room. But apart from that, the seat is nice and comfortable, a step seat with adequate space for the rider as well as the pillion. So you can ride two up, and you also have automatic start-stop system, kind of hybrid thing to further optimize fuel efficiency. You have a hazard light switch for those who'd like to tour on the go. There's no adjustment for the brake, front brake or rear brake levers, so that could have been added. Blue core technology is there to optimize combustion efficiency. And then of course a nice fly screen up front. So design wise, it gets full marks. There's no other scooter that looks as beautiful as the Aerox, especially in this new color scheme. It looks absolutely stunning and super premium. This will stand out in a crowd no matter what when you're riding it across the city streets. And the Aerox branding, the VVA branding, the Version S branding, the 155 branding, the Yamaha branding is all there to add on to the premium factor. Then you have neatly incorporated tail lamp. The tail turn blinkers could have been LED. So twin shock absorbers at the back are slightly rigid. The front one offers plush ride quality to glide over the bumps or potholes, but the rear one is there to offer good direction of travel through corners, such that you can hold the line through the corners. So at the end of the day, this is a maxi scooter. This is a sports scooter with sporty performance, 155cc liquid cooled fuel injected engine, 15 PS of max power, 13.9 Newton meters of max torque. Ultimately, it's a performance based scooter, but still it is not so bad in terms of fuel efficiency either. The R15 itself delivers close to 50 kmpl of mileage. So in terms of mileage, this one will deliver pretty decent mileage, bearing in fact that it has the same engine as the R15. And as I told you, the seat is around 790 seat height, so it's pretty accessible for average height riders. Then even the ground clearance is around 145 so you don't have to worry about speed breakers bothering you while riding through the city streets. Now coming to the ride quality, one ride is all it takes for you to fall in love. Now it won't give you that instant torque or instant power right off the mark like some of the electric scooters out there. If you come expecting that it's a 155cc R15 engine and it wants to take off or pull off a wheelie right off the mark, it's not going to do that. It's linear power delivery, but when you ring the throttle and because of the VVA post 6000 rpm, it'll go wild. It'll go absolutely wild, giving you a glimpse of what kind of performance it has on offer. So that is something you need to note. And then the refinement is an added charm that comes with all the Yamaha vehicles. Super refined engine, very fuel efficient as well for performance based scooter. So that's what I keep underscoring again and again. So it's not just pure performance, it's usable performance and livable performance, so you can actually enjoy the performance and also not empty your pockets. So that's another thing. Comfort is well taken care of. Nice floorboard, very well cushioned seat, neatly laid out handlebar, good field of vision from the rear view mirrors, and the keyless system makes things a lot more hassle free. And apart from that, even for pillion on board, it feels nice and comfortable. It doesn't feel awkward for them to hop onto the scooter. And the ride quality is top notch. The braking is right on point, and if you take it to a tracking or a track day event, you're going to have the time of your life. Trust me, that's where the rear suspension, the stiffer suspension, comes into play and helps you enjoy cutting through corners much more efficiently. So that is the strong point of the Aerox 155. It is a multi-dimensional machine. So you can see it. It's like a Jekyll and Hyde kind of a character. Dr. Jekyll, very nice and pleasant gentleman to come across during the daytime when you're commuting to the office, but his Mr. Hyde comes out when you take it to a track day and ring the throttle wide open. It is a beast that's lurking underneath. So that's the kind of character. And if you are that kind of person, you want a family scooter at the end of the day, and then you also want to have a quick run and enjoy your track day or enjoy your weekend ride, I think this will serve both the purposes. And yes, the fuel tank is 5.5 liters. They could have done slightly better. Maybe a 7.5 liter tank would have been better, but I think the compact dimensions and the sleeker bodywork, I think this is a perfect combination that is more than sufficient to get on for your urban commutes. So that's pretty much it. What is your impression about the Aerox and this version S? Do you think it makes a difference? I feel it makes things a lot more hassle-free once you get used to the keyless ignition and the keyless locking system and everything. You will stand out in crowd as a person of taste and person who loves exclusive things, and it will make you stand out as exclusive even in a crowd, because that's how well made this scooter is. And I think it gives you that extra bit of oomph and kind of exclusive feel when you go ahead, go the extra mile and invest the extra bit of money in this brand, the Yamaha Aerox 155. It's not going to let you down. So if you like what you see and want to see more pure automobile content, stay tuned for more action right here at Dino's World. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Until then, take care, God bless, and ride safe.